We're going to show you how to clean and disassemble your GX4. Now keep in mind, this video will show you how to clean and disassemble for basically the entirety of the GX4 micro compact line, whether you have a standard model or the GX4 XL like shown here. Now the first thing you're going to do to kick this off is to unload and show clear. So you're going to remove the magazine, pull the slide back to make sure there's nothing in the chamber, and I like to re-verify that a couple times. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove the slide from the frame. Now keep in mind, on the GX4 family, you're going to have this little takedown lever here, and you're going to use a tool that actually comes in the box, or you can use a flathead screwdriver or the rim of a spent cartridge, so nothing special there. But for this video, we'll go ahead and use the flathead screwdriver, and you can see right here that we actually have a arrow direction to turn and unlock this. Now to be able to remove the slide from the frame, the striker must be dropped. So like I said, it's clear. We're going to point in a safe direction. We're going to drop the striker. We're good there. Now we'll take the flathead screwdriver and turning to the left, you'll see that slide rotate right off of there. Then just slide it off. So now we'll go ahead and do a field disassembly of the slide by removing the recoil spring and removing the barrel. And it is disassembled. So now we'll go ahead and get into the cleaning part of this. I like to start with the slide since it's usually the most kind of dirty part there. We're just going to apply a proper amount of solvent on here, and you can be pretty liberal with this. So what we're trying to do is just keep everything and break up that carbon buildup and dirt. So we'll spray some on the inside of the slide, on the barrel itself, on the recoil spring, on the inside of the slide, and you'll let that sit for just a minute. Now during this, we can go ahead and take your nylon brush and use a nylon brush to break up any of that carbon or dirt buildup. So we'll go ahead and give it a light scrub. On all the parts that we're trying to clean. Once you're finished with that, you can go ahead and take a microfiber cloth and go ahead and wipe off all the excess solvent. All right, once all the solvent is wiped off, the next step would be to go ahead and take your barrel, and we need to clean all the debris out of the barrel. So I like to use a bore snake for this. You'll take the bore snake and you'll run it from the chamber to the front of the slide. So you're not actually pulling stuff back onto your feed ramp there. So you'll just run this bore snake by pulling it through just a couple times. And now your GX4 is clean, but we need to lubricate it now. So to lubricate, just remember, use any type of oil, like gun oil, and a little bit goes a long way. So the first part I like to start is right on the slide rails on the inside of the slide. So just a little bit of a drop there. And then right on this ramp where it's actually feeding the round. Just a little bit there, and we're going to rub that in with our finger. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. All right, we're good there. We'll go ahead and take the barrel, and you're going to have some consistent wear points where there's a lot of contact going on, so you're going to be right on top of the ejection port there. And on the front of the barrel, we'll go ahead and take that, wipe that in a little bit. And I like to do just maybe like one drop and then just kind of wipe it all over the barrel there. Next is your frame. On the GX4, you have like full length rails here, so just about a drop on those on both sides. Go ahead and wipe that in. And then one on the rear and on the components. Now the GX4 is properly lubricated. We can go ahead and reassemble by taking your barrel, inserting it in, locking into place, taking your recoil spring, inserting in. There's a polymer end that goes towards the front of the slide. And there'll be spring pressure, so you'll push on this spring and drop it down onto its proper notch that you can see right here. Now your slide is assembled. We're going to go ahead and attach it back onto the frame. So the GX4 is pretty easy. We're just going to take those notches in the slide, line it up with our slide rails, and slide all the way back until it falls into place. And you'll feel a little catch right there at the end. Just push through that. And now your GX4 is reassembled. So we're going to go through a quick function check. We'll whack the slide, make sure it's clear, pull the trigger, works properly, check the reset of the trigger. Everything works good, so now we can actually wipe off the excess oil. And your GX4 has now been properly cleaned and disassembled.